YouTube Live. Hey, congratulations to the Haitians. What can I say? I'm going to explain why I'm congratulating the Haitians. Why? Let's go to my YouTube channel. And I'm going to share this on Facebook. Congratulations to the Haitians. Yeah, you Haitians. Yeah, you. Child abuse is common everywhere. I didn't realize how common child abuse was. I didn't realize that child abuse was very common. I didn't realize that. Nope. I did not realize how common child abuse is. And so right now, in the Haitian community, there is this issue going on. And the issue that's going on in the Haitian community is the issue of sexual violence on young girls, young children. That's what's going on right now. Okay, that's what's going on right now in the Haitian community. The issue, and I'm going to explain to you as much as I know, okay? I don't want this to be something that I cannot share with the general public, because I want the general public to be part of this experience with me. I don't want to go through this alone. Even virtually, no way. No way. Even virtually, I don't want to go through this by myself. So, a couple of public figures in the Haitian community started making a name for themselves using gossip, using, arguments between different groups to get the general public to watch. Basically, they call that a buzz, where one group of Haitian is attacking another group, and while they are attacking each other, whatever they say about each other may or may not be necessarily true. Good afternoon, everybody. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel. What I want to do this afternoon is explain, for the majority of Haitians who do not speak Creole, and for the majority of the Haitians who are not deeply involved in the Haitian community, and for the rest of people who are just wanting to know what's going on right now in the Haitian community. That's why I'm doing this live. I'm also doing this live to kind of diffuse the situation away from Facebook to where it will be exposed to other people, other types of Haitians. Okay. Pa bliye pou nou reme post mwen, partajil, epi reme abone chen sa, se chen YouTube mwen, se chen The Haitian Voice la. I'm doing this live in English because I want to make other people, other Haitians aware of what's going on in the Haitian community. I want to make other Haitians aware because I do not want to go through this experience by myself. I don't want to go through this experience by myself. I don't want this to be a secluded event in one woman's life where anybody can do whatever they want to me or around me without supervision, without any type of, I would say, limitation. You have your limits. We all have our limits. We all have our limits. You have your limits. I have my limits. If you don't know your limits, you will learn them. We all have to learn our limits somehow, some way. And so I want to explain to the general public what I know of what's happening and how I became involved in what's happening. This is my YouTube channel. I use this channel to speak with everybody. Good afternoon, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, a few Haitians became very popular on Facebook, and the process they used to become popular on Facebook was the way that they would argue with each other. So basically they would call it a buzz. They would come up with a conflict and they would insult each other. And the things they would say about each other would not necessarily have to be true. So it became a way for them to get the attention of the general public, of the general Haitian population. I want to explain what I know of the situation and how I got involved. So, what's going on right now is in the process of creating this buzz, in the process of these groups arguing with one another, they begin to destroy the community. They begin to destroy the bond between Haitians. In the process of these groups using Facebook Live to argue with each other. And you have to also take into account that most of the members of these groups used to be friends with one another. That means that in the process of arguing with each other, they are exposing things about one another that were supposed to be secretive, that were supposed to be sacred between the two parties or between whomever that information was shared. So, in the process of them creating this thing they call a buzz while they're arguing with each other, we, the general Haitian public, we are watching the demoralization of our own community. While these groups, they are using the conflict, they are using the drama, they are using the ratchet that they are creating between one another to sell degenerative products. That's one of the problems. They're selling skin bleaching creams. They're selling faulty makeup lines. They're selling bullshit products. And while they're getting the attention of the general public, they are creating dissension between Haitians. They are killing the communal bond between us as a community. They are destroying the community's trust. So, while the groups, they were arguing with each other, while they were dissing one another, something came up in between the argument. What came up? What came up was the disclosure that one of the guys who called himself the king of the drama, it came up that he had sexually assaulted his little sister. Listen, people. Listen, I need to explain to the general public. For those of you who will see this in the post era, if you get to see this, after I'm live, you will understand. I hope you can understand why this became an issue that should concern all Haitians. While these groups, they were dissing one another, the information came up that this guy was a pederast, that he was a rapist, that he raped his own little sisters. When this information came up, most of the general public did not pay it any attention, including me. I did not pay it any attention because we all assumed it was part of the buzz because they were used to doing that with each other, where they would create this buzz between each other. So we all assumed, okay, now he's calling that one a rapist. What an insult. How far will they go? We began to ask the question, how far will they go? At that moment, no one was taking it so seriously to where we considered that guy a rapist. Nobody considered him a rapist at that moment. We were just looking at the whole drama, and we were looking at the drama in the context that how far will you go? How far will you go? And that's the general That's the general, I would say that's the general base of the whole drama. And for some people, that entire drama is going to turn into trauma. I'm going to explain why. So, while this thing came up, I believe it was 2 years ago. So this is something that's old. It should have been old gossip. But it keeps coming up. And it keeps adding to itself. More supposedly allegations, more facts that can be considered allegations. I am talking about the Dwet situation. Commonly, the Haitian community is calling this situation the situation of the fingers, situation of Dwet. So, with this situation, adding people to it, Haitians like me became concerned because we were expecting this thing to die out just like every other buzz. We were hoping this thing to kill itself, just like every other nasty drama that they've been conducting on Facebook, defacing the Haitian community, taking away the credibility of the Haitian community, destroying the Haitian community's virtual voice. A leader like myself, of course, I never could understand why Haitians would undergo such terrible mischiefs against their own community. But Haitians like me, we understand that Haiti had already undergone the 4 steps of demolishment, I would say. So Haitians like me, when we are watching the Facebook and we are watching what these Haitians are doing to one another, we understood it. We understood these were the Haitians because Haiti has already gone the 4 steps of what they call subversion of ideology. So the 4 steps involving subversion of ideologies, they include 4 steps. The 4th step is demoralization, which takes up to 20 years. The 2nd step is destabilization, which takes up to 5 years. The 3rd step is crisis, which they can make happen within 6 weeks. And then the same people who did the demoralization, the destabilization, and the crisis, they will bring you the 4th step, which is the solution, where they will bring their own NGOs to suck you dry economically and to suck the people's morals and to suck the ideologies. Because Haitians like me already know and we understand that Haiti had already undergone the 4 steps of subversion of ideology, we understood why these Haitians were coming onto Facebook and why they were acting the way in which they were acting. We understood that at one point or another, it would require some intervention from Haitian elders and from other leaders like myself. We knew it was just a matter of time before the whole gossip, the whole buzz situation would destroy this community. So I've never been for the destruction. From the moment I stepped into the situation as a person watching just like every other person. So here is a situation where it involves a male who is highly manipulative and very intelligent, and who is using this community, who is manipulating this community, who is using his skill, which is manipulation, to destroy an entire community. Will you sit by and let that happen? Of course, you've already done it, so you expect me to do the same. But that's not what we Haitians do. We Haitians do not sit by and watch destruction happen. We don't. That's not one of our traits. So we know that the Haitian ideology has already undergone the 4 steps of subversion of ideology. So we did not expect these new Haitian youth, we did not expect them to be wise. But we knew it would just be a matter of time before they would either destroy us, all of us, or they would destroy themselves, and we would have to intervene before the destruction would catch all of us, like wildfire, like fire on a field of corn, on a cornfield, dry cornfield. This is not a pleasant situation. But it's a situation which involves a community. It's a situation that we can all learn from it. You can learn to stop watching destruction. You can learn on how to get involved and police the negative elements in your community. So while I was watching one of those lives, there was a DJ playing a song, and the guy was playing the song from a DJ. And you know what the song says? To go have sex with babies. When you hear artists in communities talking about crap like that, you know that community has already undergone degeneration. So, the issue of rape, the issue of the finger, meaning the guy, he was accused, he is presenting himself to the community. This is a male who's presenting himself to the Haitian community as a disc jockey, as a Facebook personality, and he's allegedly saying he's entertaining us in the Haitian community. But we don't see the entertainment. What we do see is, like 1 week, you see 2 people doing very well. They have a very good business. They're making money. The Haitian community is ordering from them business. They're supporting them financially. They're making good money. And the next week, they are separated because this guy created some kind of gossip between the 2 people. And he's always bribing people, threatening to expose this about you, expose that about you, if you don't give him this type of money, if you don't do this and that. More and more allegations started surfacing about this fellow to where he no longer deserved our view. We no longer needed to have this person burgeoning and to let all the other mischievous personalities, to let them understand that they could continue to do this to our community and to get away with it. So the issue of him raping his little sisters started coming up again. Since the issue of him raping the little sister started coming up again, one of the women, because it was a clique of them, they were all cliques of groups fighting one another. So one of the women that belonged to his clique, something happened between the cliques, I don't know, and they separated. Upon their separation, she started coming out to speak up. She started to come out to speak up, and she started to come out to understand what she was doing, to understand what specifically the people with whom she was hanging out, she needed to understand what they were. Because we understand that we are all humans, but we are not all the same. So when this woman finally came of herself to where she's asking herself, what am I doing among all these people? And to where she's looking into the allegations of him raping the sister, and she's putting 2 and 2 together, and she's like, wait a minute, what am I doing here? I'm a woman, and I'm hearing allegations of this male raping his little sisters over and over. Not only am I hearing the allegations from his opponents, I'm hearing the allegations from neighbors, I'm hearing the allegations, and I'm hearing testimonies from his own mother, and I'm hearing the way in which he treats the situation. I'm watching the way in which he's treating the situation. Okay, so the woman with whom he was hanging out, she decided to go to the police and file a report. That's where we are with this situation. She decided to go to the police and file a report. So, here we are with this man, where it's no longer allegations, he is now accused. He is the accused. So as an accused individual, he continues to remain a bold character. And let me explain something to you about people who habitually abuse young girls and get away with it. People who are in the habit, people who are sexual predators of young children, people who are in the habit of abusing young children and getting away with it, they become bold members of our society. All of a sudden, they think they should be the best singers in the world. They think they should be the best pianists. They think they should be the best. They think you should see them. Because every time you praise them, it's an insult to the people that they abuse. They are letting the people they abuse know, look at me. Nobody will believe you. Look at you. So I became concerned about the little sister that everybody was talking about. That's how I got involved in this. Everybody started talking about this situation. The situation became a type of situation where now the police is involved. This man is accused. And I'm watching the man who's accused, and I'm watching his behavior. I have been watching him for a while. And I'm putting two and two together myself. I'm saying to myself, why is he so bold? Why is he acting just like the other pederast? Why is he displaying the normal traits of a predator? So if I should change what I'm watching, it's him who should change how he's behaving. So this man is loose in the Haitian community. He's causing all kind of havoc, and he's using the African American community as an example to tell us Haitians why we should tolerate his behavior. Because you African Americans, you tolerated P. Diddy, because you tolerated 50 Cent, because you tolerate a R. Kelly, because you tolerate an Africa Bambata. And so he's using that as an example to let us know that we should tolerate him as well. And I'm saying to him personally, we are not African Americans. We get involved. Things like that become our business. It's not about you anymore. Now I'm concerned about your little sister because too many people are talking about her and you're not doing enough to protect her. Because in the Haitian traditions, big brothers like you should protect little sisters. If somebody should talk derogatively about your sister, you should step in and say, hey, wait a minute, that's my sister. Don't you, even if you're joking, wait a minute, I thought we were joking, wait a minute. Because you see, we Haitians, there are certain things we do not allow to get into joking. That's our tradition. But with the African American society, everything gets into joking, not with us. So right now, we're having an issue of ideologies, of traditions. That's what's happening in the Haitian community. Everyone should be watching us as examples of how communities should patrol communities. We are members of this community. We're not going to let this man, like, we are members of this community. We are not going to let this man come in and allow the youth to continue to go under demoralization, destabilization, and crisis. No, and we're not going to give the youth false solutions just because he thinks he should be the next popular person for his own gratification. So this is what I'm hearing from other members of the community. The guys are telling me they heard it from a neighbor. It was a neighbor who made them aware that he had raped his little sister. And then the story continued because now it is saying that it was the stepfather because the mother used to work at night. And the mother used to leave him in the house with the sisters, and the stepfather would sleep in the house as well. And the stepfather called the mother one day and said to the mother, the noise that I'm hearing continuously from the upstairs of your house, from your son and your daughter, is not normal. Because the father was hearing sexual satisfaction, sexual behavior, noises from where children should have been sleeping. That's how the situation became public. So now, instead of this man, instead of him to come up and to say, listen, this is wrong, you have me wrong, instead of him doing that, he is attacking everybody who talks about the issue. But that's not the solution here. The solution is not for you to attack me. So right now on Facebook, he has publicized my criminal, well, it's not even a criminal record. It was a police record. It's not a criminal record of disorderly conduct. So if I'm capable of disorderly conduct toward the police intervenes, what makes you think you can intimidate me to stop talking about that? Did you ever think of what the charges that were brought up against me were? It was disorderly conduct. That means I know what scandal is. I know scandal. So you can't intimidate me. C'est de rescamie m'papeka. Don't you see the record? It's a police record. I did not go to prison. All charges were dismissed. But it shows evidence that I'm capable of making a scandal. You think I'm going to run away from my own dossier? No. This is showing that I'm capable of making a scandal. It is showing right now that I'm conscientious of that. And that I know that of myself. So if it can show me that, what can it show to you? It should tell you that is evidence that you should not try to intimidate me. Because I'm capable of a scandal. I'm capable of it. You saw the evidence of it. And you want to publicize it as if you can shame me. It's my records. How can I be ashamed of it when it did not involve me committing sexual violence on my little siblings? How is it comparing the fact that I am capable of a scandal? Because when it comes to what I believe in, I will put my foot down. I will. I'm capable of it. That means nothing can intimidate me when it comes to the truth and when it comes to defending the youth. You cannot intimidate me, young man. And this is when I say young man, he's not young. This is a very big, gross-looking person. Because of the crimes that has already been verified that he has done. Imagine a man raping his own little sisters. And this is what we're dealing with in the Haitian community because he wants to be the public figure. And we know that pederasts, rapists, predators of young folks, they like to be in the limelight. That's how they disrespect their victims. That's their victory. If the public can always think of them as this great person, then they have won. Because you should shut up and never report anything. And there's this misconstruction going on in the Haitian community that you need evidence against sexual violence against children for it to be presented to the police. No, if you suspect sexual violence against children, immediately you should report it. You should not sleep on it. It shouldn't be a matter for Facebook Live. Report it and then you may do your live to share with the community. But first you have to report it. So I'm not intimidated, the least intimidated. Least. Yes, I have the dossier. You should go. I've been in this country so long. You should find more things about me. And everything you find and learn about me, it will tell you that I should never be intimidated away from protecting the youth specifically. This is a man who is noted to go to his sister's school on prom day and physically assault her in front of all her friends. You should want to represent the Haitian community. Sit down. You should go with the niggas. Go be humble. Go sit down. We're not taking this. The Haitian community is speaking out. And this is happening live on Facebook. The police is now involved. This man is under investigation for being a pederast. And while he's under investigation, he's attacking everybody. If you talk about it, he attacks you. This man paid to find criminal records on me. He could not find any criminal records on me, but he did find a record to where I was involved in disorderly conduct. Yes, I was. And that should tell you I should not be intimidated because I've already been involved in disorderly conduct. How do you feel you can intimidate me? C'est bizarre de ta part. It's the logic. He thinks he can confound the Haitian logic into African-American nothingness. We won't let you. We won't let you. Just because the African-Americans allow pederasts and child molesters and child rapists to be the forefront leaders of their movement, of their communities, it doesn't mean we Haitians will do it. We won't. We won't. Trust me, we won't. Because this is what this is proving. It's proving that the Haitian people have already been victims of the process called subversion of ideology. We've already been, because when you're looking at these younger people and what they're doing and they're thinking we older Haitians will sit by and watch them destroy our community, our country, our nation, our image. Get out of here, you foolish mortals. Get out of here. We won't. We won't do it. And so I'm going to continue to serve this young woman. I'm involved in this cause because of her, the sister. I want her to know, because the story that's going around, and this is what the mother said out of her mouth in a public live, on Facebook Live. The mother said, they are both my children, and if he should fuck his sister, so be it. No. That's not what we want to hear from a mother who's been accused of aiding and abetting her son, the pederast. That's not what we want to hear. Allegedly the pederast. No. So then this is what I've heard him say. I've heard him say, well, if I fuck my sister, it's because she had a better pussy than you. That is not what we want you to say when you are accused of molesting and abusing your sister sexually. That is not what we want to hear from you as a community. Because you have been going on with the gossip and the destruction for so long, you think we will accept this level of deprecation, this level of degeneration. You are acting as an agent of destruction, as an enemy of Haitians among us, and you expect us to tolerate you now. We the women, we the Haitian women, we will not let it happen. We the Haitian women, we don't do that. When we see the Haitian men acting crazy, honey, we get together. We put them in their place. We don't sit down and watch Africa Bombada rape thousands of boys. We don't join the Zulu Nation. We speak about it. We are not the Zulu Nation women. We are not Pepsi. We are not Coca. We are Haitian women. And so when we hear about situations like that, and what I'm learning is that the situation is happening a lot in the Haitian community, where fathers are preying on their daughters, and uncles and stuff like that. No, that's not what we want to be our name in this community. And if this situation should become major news to where all Haitians are aware, and to our outside community can watch us deal with this situation and use us as an example of how women, you should step in. When you see the men acting vagrant, step in. You know better. It's you who push out the children. You have a responsibility. Your umbilical cord is tied to this human you give birth to forever. Forever. It's not a beef that's forever. It's the bond between mother and child. Bitches. Think you can confuse us? You think you can confuse the Haitian reality? Because you demand African-American specialty. Get out of here. Every time this nigga is cornered, every time it presents itself for him to explain the situation, he has not explained the situation. We the women, we've been asking him to come forth and explain the situation. I'm outside in Georgia. It's plenty bugs out here. And so he's threatening me. I'm a licensed carrier. Okay, from now on, I should make it my business to go to the range more often for the people who think they have threats for me. I'm not intimidated by this. We the women, we will continue this, okay? We will continue, and the police are continuing their investigation. I personally will continue to make the rest of the Haitian community aware. Whereas you have this man who thinks he can come up among us with this history of sexually abusing your own sisters. Fucking your sisters while your mama went to work. How dare you? How dare you think you can present yourself to the public with these allegations? You have to allow the police to finish their investigations. Upon the results of the investigation, come back to us. And we will tell you whether we still like you. But don't come and make a big deal out of you like you gomoso, like you the bully on the playground. You think you can bully me. You think you can say stuff about me. The stuff you say about me, they should let you know that I'm capable of a scandal. You see it. You see I was involved in disorderly conduct. So what should that tell you? That should tell you I'm not intimidated. I should not be intimidated. So I thank you for watching. Do subscribe my channel. Abonnez cette chaîne. You have allegations. You're accused of being a sexual predator, and the victims are your sisters, your little sisters. I am really concerned for your little sister. From what I was told, she was really a mental case. And they had to force her off Facebook, and they had to push her in a place. And I want her to know not all Haitian women are like that. We, the Haitian women, we are standing with you. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be ashamed. All other girls who are going through this, who have gone through this, you don't need proof. You don't need proof. Bring your cases to the police so the police can find your justice within the investigation. And once you are being investigated, you need to chillax. You need to be humble, be quiet like a nigga. Shut up. Don't act like Gomo, so don't act like the bully on the playground, thinking you can intimidate me. And the sister will find me. Hey, honey, you are back?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing a live. I'll be there shortly. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching my live, and Subscribe to my channel, The Haitian Voice. Share the live. I will not be intimidated.